But I will start with Malam Yusuf. Malam Yusuf, our focus today is on obedience and sacrifice. But we do know that that is not all it entails. We're picking those as headline themes, but a lot more is embodied in this period, which must also run through the entire life of every Muslim. Can you encapsulate it briefly for us? Obedience and sacrifice and all else.
Okay. Thank you very much. Once again, Eid al-Mubarak. May Allah accept our sacrifices and our celebrations. It's a joyful moment for Nigerians, and in the spirit of the season, we are discussing obedience and sacrifice. Beyond the rituals basically are the slaughtering of animals, going to the Eid, visiting families, exchanging pleasantries, exchanging meats, the merriments. At the bottom of the whole ritual is the obedience and sacrifice, which you alluded to earlier. And that's obedience and sacrifice, like the forward referred, dated back to our forefathers, the father of faith, like she said earlier, Abraham. He made a promise to God. And he recalled that, look, I made a promise and I need to fulfill my promise. And of course, that's a very big promise. To give the most precious thing that you have, to God, to sacrifice your most precious possession to God. And he would set out to fulfill it. And God, in his compassion, in his mercy, replaced that big sacrifice. We wanted to test the faith, and it passed. It was successful in demonstrating faith. So beyond the rituals, beyond the merriments, beyond the celebration, is to remind all of us that when we make promise, we must fulfill our promise. That when we make a commitment, we must live to our commitment. And this is at the bottom of everything we discuss in Nigeria today. So if we see things are not working in Nigeria, there's a connection with, do we fulfill our own part of every citizen have entered into a contract with government and with the society. You have your responsibility towards your own family, you have responsibility towards your neighbors, you have responsibility towards your community, you have responsibilities, even though these responsibilities may not be written down, but they are implied responsibilities, which we must, and they are commitments, which we must live up to. And so when we don't live up to them, that's where we start having compromises, and then things are not working the way they should work.